Okay, so good day to everyone. So I got a message from one of our subscriber and asking how to call the um, angle profile in the custom component. So he gave me this example snapshot. So we're going to create the a sample custom component and show you how to call the profile or the leg of the profile, especially this angle profile in the custom component. So let's start. So I have now my beam and column here. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to create first the connection. So this connection, I'll use this view first to cut using the fitting, edit, fit part end. So select this part and then fit part end, and then I can move this one. Let's say 10 millimeter erection clearance. Okay, so I have now the gap of 10 millimeter. All right, and then below I'm going to add an angle. So I'll type here angle, and let's say I'll use the angle 125 by 100 by 8. Let's use a color yellow here, and then let's use the default position, and then we'll just modify it later. Okay, so pick this point and this point, and there you go. So now using our contextual toolbar, we can easily reposition our angle. Okay, so just simply click this positioning, and you can see that the angle will be positioned properly. Okay, so in this case, since the longer part is on the other side, so it's either we can swap the handle using our swap application. Okay, so I just swap it, and then now you can rotate it now 270, and there you go. So the longer part is on the vertical side, and then we can now move this to 10 millimeter to attach that one to the column. Okay, so we can extend this one as well. So let's say I'm going to move from this point, let's say another 50 millimeter, 50 mil. This one also another 50 mil. Okay, so now we have the angle. Let's add the contour plate here. So using the plate here, late 10, and then let's say middle should be okay. And you can choose other color, let's say red, and then 1, 2, 3, and then middle button of your mouse. So let's add a jumper, say 10 and then 10, and there you go. So since we create a view from this beam or column, so automatically it will be placed in the center of the column and beam. And then we can add also the bolt. Okay, even though he asked only about how to call uh, the angle or the profile in the custom component, then I think we can also add a bolt here. So bolt, select the part to be bolted. So let's say select this beam, select this part, and then Okay, where are we going? So let's say I'm going to pick middle button of your mouse and then pick the position. So let's say this center point, or maybe I can put this center point here. Okay, or maybe this one and then two, and that one will be automatically my X. Okay, so that one is the X, and then if this one length is 241, okay, or maybe I can use the other position. Pick this one, middle button of your mouse. I'll use this center, and then this one will be my X. All right, and then here I can choose the edge, or the gauge, bolt X. Let's say if that one is 100, I'll use the 60 gauge. Sorry, not this one. Um, I need to change the X, this one, 60. Yes, all right. And then the gauge will be on the Y direction. Okay, let's see. Let's check the planche of this one so that we can decide what will be the okay, the width is 141. So I can say the gauge, I can use the 90 gauge here. 90, all right, there you go. Okay, and then also the bolt between the column and uh, the angle. So select the column, select the angle, middle button of your mouse, and then again select the midpoint of that angle, and then go down to 5, and there you go. So if you notice, the bolt is rotated, so no worry about that one. You can just simply change this one to top, and there you go. Okay, and since I already uh, apply the previous gauge, which is 60, so I can leave it there, or 125. I don't know what will be the gauge for the 125. Let's say 75. Okay, and then the okay, that's the angle gauge, and then the column gauge will be sorry, if this one is 90, then I can change this one to, let's say, 120. Is this okay? Yeah, should be okay. So now I have done the connection between the column and the beam. Okay, so now I'm going to create the custom component. Select the custom component, and then right click on it, or sorry, go to the right hand side, and then look for the uh, define custom component. Okay, so this type is a connection. So let's say seat angle. Connection, or sorry, seat angle connection. Okay, next, and then select the main part, which is the column, secondary part, the beam, and then finish, and there you go. So you have now the seat angle connection. So let's try. Select, type here seat here, so you can see here seat angle. So select this column and beam, there you go. Now since this one is a ordinary custom component, or the normal one, so I have a different size of the column here. So if I apply this one here, then it will not work. It will work, but if you notice, it will not go to the proper position. So now let's do the binding so that this one will work later. Okay, so close that one, and then now here select edit custom component. So I will not go through the full uh, procedure here, so I will just go through the question and make it sure that this one works to the other side. So I will just be brief on the binding here. So of course this one I'm going to select first this fitting, and then bind to the component plane, or boundary plane. Right click and then bind to boundary plane, and there you go. Oh, sorry, do that expand. So okay, so 10. So if I want to control that one, just simply add here 10 and then equate this one to P1. So hide this one and then gap or direction gap. Direction gap. Alright, so let's see. So how it works. So this one, just simply change this one to 20 and there you go. So that's a simple equation there. 10. Alright. And then now I'm going to bind this handle, right click and then bind to this plane, and 0, I'm not going to change anything because it should be 0 always to the column, and then right click, bind to plane and then bind here, and that one is also 0, so I'm not going to change anything there. Alright, and then this one I can also bind this to the outline plane. Okay, so that bind to the outline plane here and then select this vertical handles and then bind to the outline plane. Okay, so it's always 0 there, and this one to be bind also to the boundary plane here. Okay, and this one to be bind on the boundary plane at the horizontal plane. Okay, so meaning whatever the size of my angle, this one uh, will be moved according to the size of the angle. Okay, so it will adjust, and then at this point for the bolt, I will leave it as it is. Okay, so I will just simply maybe bind this one, bind to this place, and then this one I'm going to bind this one also to the bottom. So I'm not going to do any binding or intelligence on the bolt. I will fix the gauge of that bolt at this point of time. Okay, so maybe another bind to the center, bind to the center plane here. Okay, and then also this one going to bind to the center plane. Okay, but for the adjustment I will leave it as it is for the meantime. Okay, again I will focus more on the how to get the control of the this angle. Okay, there are two ways to control the angle. One is to control the profile. The simple one is to control the profile, means I will just simply add a parameter here and then change this one to profile. Okay, and then let's say angle profile. So this is the very easiest way to control the profile. So copy and then paste it here. Okay, and then this P2, copy and then select this one. Okay, refresh the component browser, select it, select, and then it will highlight here, and then change the properties here under the profile, add equation, and then profile. So there you go. So now here you can change it. Let's say if I want to change this one to 150, see, it works now. If this one is 200, see, it works. So that's the easiest way to change the profile of the angle. And then this one, you can just simply type the profile. Okay, so again, let me put it back to the original form, 90, or sorry, 100, and then 8, enter. Okay, so it's already working, but okay, if I close this one, as you can see here, now if I apply to the other side, since this one is already with intelligence, so select the column and select the beam. Let's see. Yes, it works. Okay, the only thing, okay, the this bolt doesn't work because I did not bind it properly, but so far the two bolts works already. Okay, so maybe let's bind this one, the bolt, so that it will work as well. So what I can do here is which one? This one. So bind this one, bind here, boundary plane, and then also this one bind here as a boundary plane. And let's try it again. Yeah, it works. So now let's move on to the other way of uh, changing the profile, because here like what I've said, it's a very simple profile here. So you can change the here the gap, let's say 30, modify. So you have the gap 30 or 10, modify, and then the profile here. You can exaggerate the profile. Let's say angle 250 by 150 by 10, and then enter. Sorry, modify. There you go. See, works. So now, enabled for us to control the leg, the leg, and then the thickness, the two legs and the thickness. So we have a different way of approach. Okay, so edit custom component. So this time, what I will do is since this one is already I already used the P2. Okay, so I will still use the P2, but in that case, I'm going to add parameter here. So this one is leg 1, leg 1, and then I'll say this one is 125. Okay, so add parameter. This one is leg 2, and then this one is 100, and then another parameter, which is where's the other parameter, which is P5, and I'll call this one as a leg thickness, and this one is 10. So now I can use this P3, P4, P5 under the P2. So here in this P2, I will put an equation equals to double quotation mark, and then here angle plus angle plus int P3 plus double quotation mark star plus int P4 plus double quotation mark star plus int P5, and enter. So see, I have this 125, 100, and then 10, and that's it. So now that one, if I change this one to 200, so okay, I can close this one, and then okay, cancel, change this one to 125. Okay, there's something wrong in this 2021 version, but I mean it works fine when you close this. So say yes, I think there's some bugs on that one. So here, if I change this one, leg 1, leg 2, so here 200, and then let's say 150, enter, modify, and there you go. And then the thickness here, 8 also change, yeah, or 12. Okay, good, it works now. So I'll remove this one to go back to the original form. Okay, so this L profile, no need to show this one. Okay, no need to show the health profile. So all you have to do is to hide that health profile because we don't need that one anymore. This one need to hide and close. Say yes. All right, so it works now. Yeah, it works. So that's how you call the profile in the custom component or the angle profile in the custom component. Now, I think there's a follow-up question here that how about if I use this seat angle in the auto connection? That one can be done as well. So auto connection, go to the catalog, auto connection setting, and then under the, you can create a new rule group. Okay, so under this new, you look for the beam to column planche. Under the beam to column planche, you create a rule set, and then here, edit rule set. So if the primary part name is, I think, column, copy, and then this one is column. And then if the secondary part name is, I think this one should be a beam, okay. And then seat connection, okay. There you go. So under this one, no connection, you add now the custom component connection that you have created. So select this one, and then apply and okay. Then if I select this two, okay, and then go to the edit component, create custom component. So new, and then factory default, and then look, zoom in, let's see. And then create connection. There you go. So as simple as that. So you can create that, you can use the custom component in the auto connection. And that's it. So thank you.